Hello, and I hope this meets you well. Now, a couple of days back, I was talking to my children. We're talking about something. We're talking about sibling rivalry. What is sibling rivalry? Sibling rivalry is the competition, fighting, and jealousy amongst siblings in one household. And this always happens when you have two or kids or more. When a child is born, you've heard of things like sibling rivalry. The discomfort that the presence of another child gives the other child brings sibling rivalry, and then you begin to see certain things happening. Now, this thing happens in homes. We cannot deny it. Like I always say, human emotions are valid, but not all behaviors are allowed. All right? Now, how do you manage sibling rivalry? It is important that you manage it so that it does not become unhealthy. It does not become what? Unhealthy. One of the simple ways that you can handle sibling rivalry is making every child know and making them feel special as you ought to. Every child is special. No child is more special than the other child. Sometimes you find parents unconsciously gravitating towards one child more than the other. And the truth of the matter is that children watch, children see, children feel. These emotions are present. And so you must deliberately and intentionally make all your children feel special. The second thing that you should do is make every child realize that they have greatness inside of them. No one child is greater than the other. Sometimes you find that a child is doing well in sciences, the other child is doing well in arts. The other times you have a child all in the same house who is, not on the same academic level with the others and is having some kind of struggles and needs more support. It doesn't make any of them greater than the other person academically. Sometimes you find that some are more more domesticated, do more chores, and you tend to, in your words, try to place one above the other by making one feel greater or better than the other. No child is greater than any child. At the level that they are, they need our support, they need our encouragement. In highlighting what one person does right, you highlight what the other person does right. Applaud their hard work in different areas of life. Do not make one child feel greater than the other, because you must consistently teach your children that every one of them is great. You must make your children know that they are great. And this is not a message for one child or some children. And thirdly, what I teach my children is the fact that love is an essential. They must love themselves. They must empathize with themselves. They should be kind to themselves. They should be able to build a safe haven for themselves. Because I'm telling you, the kind of love that the sisters and the brothers can give themselves, they will not find that quality of love outside. They must first understand that family is everything. Family is essential. Your family members, your siblings are your friends, your support partner. They're the people you can go to, and family business is in the family. Let there be that culture of love amongst themselves, hugging themselves, doting on themselves, being kind to themselves in words, and you should give them the support and the encouragement to do such. Okay, now let us not ignore the fact that children are human beings with very valid emotions. The emotion of anger is there. We started with saying there's the emotion of anger, there's the emotion of wanting to compete, there's the emotion to want to be better than the other, there's the emotion. Teach your children that the only competition they have is to be the best version of themselves. So they are in competition with themselves. They should be better than they were yesterday. They should forget, the distraction of looking right, left, and center. In trying to self-improve, in trying to follow the process of becoming better versions of themselves, they would find out that each standard they raise, they want to lift it high. They want to lift it high. I'll give you a typical example. In my house, I have a child who has not reached certain milestones. She's not the youngest, but her siblings understand that she needs support. So whether mommy is there or not, her siblings are there to give her the needed support, because when they see mommy doing it, it's not because mommy loves her more than the other. It's a conversation we've had. Mommy is feeding her because she deserves to get her proper nourishment. She could have food but will not eat. So when mommy does it, it's not because mommy loves her more. It's because mommy is supporting her to get her proper nourishment. Given that mommy understands that this is an area where she's yet to reach a milestone, certain milestones. And so whether mommy is there or not, she has her sister, Splendor, Flourish, who is concerned. You haven't eaten anything. You have to take something. You have to eat something. Do they go at each other sometimes? Yes, they do. Those things are normal things. But we must teach our children, values and make them feel special, so much so that sibling rivalry does not become unhealthy. As children, they can be angry. As children, they're going to have those squabbles here and there. As children, they're going to do, but what happens? Certain behaviors will not be tolerated. If you're angry, the behavior is not to raise your hand on your siblings. If you don't feel good about something, the behavior is not to become toxic towards your siblings. Now, the only way children can live this version, the best version of themselves, is if you teach them, if you educate them. And another concern I have is that as parents and as guardians, we can only do as much as we know, and we can only give as much as we have. That is why it is important for us to build a community, changing society one child at a time. On the 28th of November, my birthday, I will begin a series building a community of conscious people who indeed want to be very deliberate in the way they raise the children that they are blessed to have in their space. Who are those eligible to attend? Some people think you mustn't have biological children before you attend. You're hoping that you have one, you're eligible to attend. You find yourself with children, are you eligible to attend? You're a teacher, you're eligible to attend. We all are eligible to attend. And today I pray that you have what it takes to raise children, that you are sensitive to absorb information that will help you and make you the best versions of yourself. And I pray that your children will be better than you ever imagined. They will be the best, and they will make you proud in places that you never thought of. Their lives will be a testimony of the fact that you did what you ought to do, and they would make you smile